please welcome into the Community Access Studios, here to represent the Connecticut chapter of the MS Society, a mother-daughter team, Judy and Lindsay Noble. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, great.
Well, Judy, we'll start with you. As mom and also sufferer of MS, when did you know you might have something that might be a little off with your body? So when were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed in 1998. I first thought I was losing my eyesight because I was getting old, so I thought I had to get glasses. But unfortunately, they saw some things wrong with me. So from then on, I went to doctors and did all the testing, and here I am.
Well, and they say it's sort of a silent disease and a frustrating disease as well, because, one day, like you said, there's something wrong with your eyesight, and then maybe you're just completely exhausted another day. And then there's other days you probably, I'm just going to assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you maybe just can't even get out of bed.
Correct. You just get really exhausted. You take naps in the afternoon, tremors, sometimes your legs give out. My eyes, mainly is the problem right now. And with memory loss. That's
so it's
mostly.
Just so much involved with this disease. And I'm sure as a mother, the worst thing and the worst news you could probably hear is that now your daughter has the disease as well. And at 15, I won't ask your mom's age because you just don't do that past a certain point. But at 15, to find this out, I mean, Judy, what did you notice? Were you the one that noticed the signs first?
No.
So Lindsay, tell me about it.
Well, I woke up, I was in sixth grade, and I woke up one morning and I couldn't see anything at all. So I went into my mom's room, and then I told her I was having blurred vision, and I couldn't really see. So she took me to the eye doctor, and then they found optic neuritis in my eyes, and then I went to a lot of different doctors too, and then finally just last year or so I got diagnosed with it in 2009.
Well, everything always happens for a reason. Sometimes we don't know why until, after the fact, but apparently there is some sort of master plan somewhere with fate, with whatever you believe in. And so now the two of you are like crime fighters, right? You're on a mission. You're a fighting team. And speaking of teams, you've got teams, and you're going to be representing the walk, the Travelers Walk MS, presented by North American Power. Did you like how I worked that plug in for the presenters? Anyway, it's Sunday, April 10th, and they are happening all throughout Connecticut. Now, where will you be walking?
Cheshire.
In Cheshire. Perfect. Now, do you both have separate teams, or do you have one team?
Separate.
Separate, because you don't want to hang out with your mom, right?
No.
No, absolutely not. I don't blame you. You're 15, for God's sake.
Wait a minute. She used to.
Yeah, you know what? Some things even a disease can't cross over, like when a girl turns 13 and decides, we don't need mom. But you know what? Let me just tell you, Lindsay, when you turn about 18 to 20, you're going to need mom again. And I believe you revert back to mommy. Yeah. So just to let you know that's what's coming. But so Lindsay, tell me about your team first.
Well, my team's name is Lindsay's Loafers. And I have all kids on my team, except for my two older sisters, Brittany and Rachel, because they're 16. I mean, they're 17 and 19.
Clearly cooler than
So they're on my team.
Allowed.
And then I have all my friends and stuff like that, and all my friends' parents walk on my mom's team. So
now listen, ctfightsms.org is where you can get more information about the walk and about the teams. And I know standing in the background, we like to call her a paparazzi, is Karen Butler from the MS Society. But I'm just going to turn to you and say that's where you can find out about all the teams, make registrations. And even if you can't make it out to the walk, you can actually support online as well. Okay, perfect. And people can donate to the Nobles, but there's two separate teams, so maybe we can make it a competition. And Judy, tell me about your team and the name and all that.
My name is Team Noble, and I've been doing the walk for maybe 6 years.
Wow.
So I have a lot of the parents, but she did take all the kids off my team. So it is competition because all the kids show up at the house on the day of the walk. So they go with her, and I have the parents that come with me, grandparents, aunts, uncles. So it's a great yes,
it's a good size team.
It's a great team effort. Put it that way.
So ctfightsms.org to find out about the Travelers Walk MS presented again by North American Power Sunday, April 10th. And I know we've had a lot of laughs and a lot of smiles, but obviously this is something very serious and we need to find a cure for this. And, I can only imagine, Judy, as a mother, that's all you can pray and wish and hope for your daughter.
Exactly. It hurts me to see what she has to go through. All I want is a cure for her and her to have a happy, normal life, and be able to have children and, do the right thing.
Yeah. And if we could leave our listeners with one final thought from, even you, Lindsay, actually, if you both would like to leave us with a thought, because there are other younger people. I mean, we don't normally think of a 15-year-old being affected with MS, but is there something you can say, maybe some words of hope that for people listening that are in your position right now?
As long as, you keep your head up and fight through everything, you could do whatever you want with it. I still play soccer, every week. I still exercise, stuff like that. And, even though, sometimes it gets tough, just don't quit and you'll be fine.
Now, pretend your mom's right next to you, okay? Don't even make eye contact. Pretend she's left the room and she cannot hear what you're saying. But,
okay.
I would imagine your mom's a source of inspiration for you.
Yeah, definitely.
What have you learned from your mother?
To never give up and always try your hardest at everything, whether it's having to do with this or anything else. Just don't give up and keep going.
Yeah, I would imagine so. And Judy, any last advice that maybe you can give to a family that's kind of in your position where there's more than one family member affected?
You have to it's all in your attitude, and you just do the best you can and keep smiling, and you know that there is going to be a cure someday.
Well, I thank you both so very much for being here. Once again, the Nobles, we have Judy and Lindsay Noble. Find out about their teams. Join the movement. Go to ctfightsms.org, and we'll see you out at the walk Sunday, April 10th in Cheshire. And for a location near you, go to ctfightsms.org. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Clear Channel's community.